Taking a stand for the people of Palestine, the South African Student Congress and the South African Communist Party marched to the Israel embassy. They are calling for an end to the bombing of Palestinian civil targets by Israeli forces or the closure of the Israeli embassy in South Africa.
Even that move to downgrade the embassy is not enough, but we don't actually need to associate ourselves with people who are practicing apartheid. I mean, as a country, we have suffered from apartheid, and we know how it feels. So that's one. But secondly, we have an international responsibility to care about what happens in the world.
To the Israelis, they must stop what they are doing. They must stop the brutality of they are doing to the children and people of Palestine.
Those in attendance also spared a thought for the Palestine women and children.
I'm fed up with what's been happening in Palestine. I'm fed up with the human rights violations. I think it's time that we all come together and we make change.
We as South Africa have experienced apartheid for almost 48 years. So why would we allow any other state in the world to continue to oppress other people?
The South African Zionist Federation and the South African Jewish Board of Deputies says ordinary South Africans would suffer if the diplomatic relations between South Africa and Israel were to be halted.
With all these calls to reduce diplomatic statuses between Israel and South Africa, this ultimately will only hurt South Africa and South Africans who have a spiritual and religious connection to Israel and the Holy Land. This will also ultimately reduce South Africa's prospects of sitting at the negotiation table, being a mediator, and resolving the situation in any kind of amicable way.
Over 200 Palestinians, including 60 children, perished in the past week. Sasco and SACP have vowed to continue with their pickets at the Israeli embassy until their demands are met. Offenses Timo, SABC News, Pretoria.